feel like I'm cute. I ain't gonna lie. I feel real handsome.
You do.
You're basic.
You're basic.
Right. I gotta loosen up. I'm sorry. Okay. Whoa. Welcome back to Let's Get Into This podcast. We at episode 10. Round of applause.
Round of applause.
Round of applause. We made it back another week, ladies and gentlemen. And this week, we're going to dive right into it. We're going to start off with your normal usual. We pick a game, we play it, and we roll with it.
Yeah.
All right. What's the game for this week?
So, we're going to do one we haven't done in a little while. So,
all right.
We're going to say a word.
All right.
We got to try to guess the same word.
We got to match up.
We got to match up.
Let's
see how in sync we are.
Let's see.
So, on the count of 3, you pick a random word, and I will pick a word, and then we see how we can get the same word from the words that we just said.
Let's go.
Okay?
Let's go.
All right, you got a word?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. On 3.
All
right. 1, 2, 3.
Cookies.
Roof?
Cookies. Roof.
There is no way. There is no way we're going to match roof and cookies.
Roof and cookies.
Okay. Roof and cookies.
What we got? Nothing. All right, we just got to say.
Okay, just got to say a word. You ready? You got a word? Because you get stumped sometimes when I go to 3 and you say nothing. Do you have a word? Pick a random word that you think go with roof and our cookies.
All right.
You got it? Okay, you ready? I got it. It's only one. It's only one.
What?
It just popped in my head.
It did?
Yes.
Whisper it to me.
You gotta get it yourself.
It's not right.
Roof and cookies. It's only one. It's literally only one. Because when I see it, you're going to be like,
Roof and cookies?
I guarantee you're going to be like, yeah, that's it.
I got it.
You got it?
I got one.
1, 2, 3.
Gingerbread house.
Toll house.
Oh, yeah. That's a tree. That's the tree. The tree with the toll house, right?
House, roof, cookies, toll house.
Gingerbread house.
That's a good one, too, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, toll house and gingerbread cookies. No, wait, you said gingerbread house.
I said gingerbread house.
Gingerbread house and toll house. You got one?
It's only one thing I'm thinking of, and it's not going to give you no hint.
You asked me for a hint.
You got to guess it yourself. But the toll house was good, though. What popped in my head was gingerbread house, though.
Gingerbread house and toll house, and you got something?
Yes.
God, I blank.
It's the only thing you want right now. Dang.
Okay.
Blank. That's bad. Here we go.
It's the only thing I want right now?
Not want, but, it's something that we've been talking about lately. Say I'm giving you too many hints, bro.
I know, I'm thinking it, and nothing registering.
That's good. Here we go.
You got your word out. Okay. 1, 2. I'll do it.
All right.
Okay. All right, come on. 1, 2, 3. Next How you get born the mini with a gingerbread?
House.
I hate you.
I just took the house on both words. I left the first part off. Toad and gingerbread. Left it off. House. Barndominium farm.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get there.
Get something.
I don't think we're gonna get there.
Nestle.
Yes.
You think about chocolate milk? Oh yeah, it is a cookie. Nestle do cookie brand, and they do. I think they do gingerbread. Dang.
We are not on the same wavelength today.
Hey.
Are we? Okay, look at me. Lock in, bro.
Gotta lock in.
Lock in.
It's a one word. Yeah.
You said barndominium, and there's nothing.
Barndominium
And Nestle.
and Nestle. It is one.
It's not. It is
only
not.
one.
It is not.
It's only one word.
It is not.
When I say it, you go back.
It is not. Nestle and barndominium?
Yeah, it's only one thing. You hear me?
No, that's a different brand right now.
I ain't thinking about nothing that brand either.
This is silly. When you said barndominium, it threw us off our rocker.
I actually say farm, which I was thinking about the barndominium. The whole concept being the farm.
I do. Okay, so you said farmhouse. I'm sorry.
I said farm.
You said farm. And then I said Nestle. And so you got a word immediately from farm and from Nestle.
Yes. Wasabi. Okay, that's cheating.
We're not gonna get it.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
We gotta keep going until we get it. We gotta at least get one.
We already at almost 10 minutes.
Granted that we played around for the first couple of minutes.
Played around.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have a word. I'm about to just say something random.
All right. Maybe we'll get it from that end.
Okay.
Here we go. 3,
2, 1. Zebra cake. Oh. Random.
Zebra cake and a cow.
Okay.
I'm lost.
We're not going to get it.
I mean, I keep going.
Sometimes it's okay to self-tell yes. It is okay.
I'm like, what's that noise? Shadow. Shadow is cutting up with his tongue.
I shouldn't have gave him a squeaker. Okay.
Right. So, zebra cake, cow. We gotta at least do 2 more rounds.
No.
You done?
We're not going to get this. Okay, you want to do 2 more? I do 2 more.
All right. Zebra cake.
And a cow.
And a cow.
Exactly.
I don't have nothing. All right. We failed.
We failed.
We failed.
Yeah.
We failed.
And it's okay this is a lesson.
It's all right to fail.
It is okay to fail. You just got to get back up and do it again because we're going to be back next week.
And we got to do this.
And we're going to do the same game. And we're going to win it. Okay?
Next week.
So, dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Time for our usual weekly check-in. Check-in.
Check-in. That's the theme song.
You got to do it from now on out.
Bet.
All right. So, who going first?
I think I went first last time. You went first.
So, my weekly check-in, highs, lows, in between goes.
Yeah.
Short week for me. Positive. Had a 4-day week. It was lovely. Got through it.
Yeah.
It was cool. Weekly low for the week.
Yeah. Shalom.
Found out that I gained like 4 pounds. It's hurtful. I've been on my lifestyle change journey.
Yeah.
I've been down, been dropping a lot of weight, getting healthier, and I put on 4 pounds. It hurt my heart.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Well, we hadn't been eating the best this last like week or so.
Yeah. So it's your fault. Nah, I'm playing. I'm only joking, y'all. But again, yeah, that was my low.
Okay.
When I went to the doctor, got on the scale. Yeesh. They said 245. I was hurtful. I was hoping to be below 240. But I'm not. But it's okay. I'm back on it. Get back, locked back in.
We're going to meal prep today. Oh, happy Easter, by the way.
Happy Easter. Happy 420 to the 420 people, you know.
And it's also...
Hey, this ties into your weekly check-in.
Yeah.
All right.
So my weekly high is my lock-anniversary. So this is my 1 year lock-anniversary since I have been locked.
Insert picture of when she first got them.
Yeah. And so I have been, just 1 year, and I cannot believe the growth. Like, it's crazy. Like, I have my hair in a ponytail right now, like a high ponytail. When I first had my locks, babe, I couldn't do this.
Not at all.
It was like ponytail with
Ponytail.
Like, ponytail was like this. This is the ponytail. It's like this. This is that. It's like, babe, what are you doing? Okay, I'm short. I'm dramatic. My hair wasn't that short, but it was short.
You're short.
So that's my weekly high. Made it 1 year. I should have done this way sooner. And yeah, I know.
Been telling.
I know. And so,
right now, I promise y'all I'll be right.
You
She
do?
gonna listen one day.
And so my weekly low. Well, we had an appointment on Monday. Yes. And so I have to have a procedure. Wasn't expecting that. And I think that was kind of like a little weekly low. It wasn't that devastating though. No. I must admit it wasn't that devastating.
No. And we're gonna start talking more into what's going on. Yeah. Once we start the whole situation. Until then, we're gonna just keep y'all. Some of y'all may already know. The ones that really talk to us every day. Yeah. The people who we talk to every day. But, Yeah. So that was my little weekly low. Is that I have to have an upcoming procedure. So. All right. So yeah. And that was our weekly check-in. Too funny. Yeah. Okay, what are we talking about this week? Random conversations. Okay. We could just pick something off the top of your dome or whatever, and just see where the conversation goes. Okay, I know when we was in the car, we was riding somewhere. All right. You brought up the topic of traveling. Traveling, yes. Without your significant other. Yes. Is it acceptable or is it not acceptable? I think if you're doing like a bachelorette as a female, of course, I'm going to go, you're not going to go, right? It's an all-girls trip. Correct. If you go to an all-boys trip, I'm not going to go. I'm going to just let the fellas hang. But if there's a mixed crowd, okay, and only you go or only I go and one of us not getting invited, then I don't think that's okay. I think that is a no-go. Why? Because if there's going to be a mix of female and male there, why wouldn't we bring each other? What if it's all my friends and they're just... Your friends, my friends. Not always. My friends, your friends. Not always. I disagree with that. Yeah? I do. Okay. Same. Okay. All your friends now, if it's couple are not related, my friends. If it's couple related, I still don't think that if you going on a trip and it's a mixed crowd and again it's just your friends, yeah, then either you're not going or I'm going with you. But that's wrong. That's my thought process. I don't understand that thought process. So if I'm going on a trip, yeah, male and female. Go ahead and go. You don't mean that. Oh, you don't mean that. You're putting on right now. Why? You are putting on right now. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Go have fun. You are putting on. You know why? I trust you.
It's not about trust. It's about, that's not about trust.
Okay, if it's not about trust, then what is it about?
Experiences, creating memories. Like, I'm so with you. We create a memory together. We're going to experience this together. So if I'm going to...
No, he's like you the odd will out.
How's that the odd will out?
Because our fun may be different when we have fun from other people.
True.
So if...
But we know how to talk to other people and engage in conversation.
No.
That's...
Yeah. Fact. Yes, that's fact. But no, why would I take you on a trip where it's just my friends and it's just us? If it's a mixed crowd, like it's just...
And if it's a mixed crowd, why not add one more person to the mix?
Because you're not in that circle like that. See, it's a us circle.
Yeah.
Then this circle right here is connected just to me. Right? And then you got your circle just connected to you, right? Yeah, that's separate.
Okay. So, but we're one.
Yes, we are always one.
Yes. I'm going and you coming. So, okay, let's do this. When I had work trips, did you come? Because those are my coworkers. You came on several occasions.
I went to one work trip with you.
It was 2.
What 2?
Vegas.
That's 1. That's the one I went on.
It was 2.
What other work trip? Because we turned Vegas into a birthday trip also for me.
But we didn't have to. It was work related.
We double.
It was work. We didn't have to. That was my thing. He's like, I'm coming too.
I wanted to go. I wanted to visit Vegas. Oh, you already been to Vegas.
But why? But why are you coming along?
I could have.
It has nothing to do with you.
You're right. I could have stayed home.
But you wanted to go. And so what?
Go. You said, okay, let's do it. Let's turn it into a birthday trip for you also.
Okay, and also, what about another time I was getting ready to go on a work trip and you was like, oh, I'm coming too?
Don't know that one.
When I was supposed to go to Arizona. Oh, I'm coming too.
Well, you decided, hey, babe.
Something about the you decided, or
listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something.
Listen, Linda.
For real. You be like, babe, I'm going, I gotta go here. I'm like, all right, cool. Because you do have to travel to state to state sometimes for your work.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, all right, cool. Do you want to come? I'm free. I could get off. It's during a time where I don't have to worry about nothing. Sure, I'll come.
Why don't you decline it then?
Because it's a place I've never been. If it was somewhere I've been and I experienced...
If you go on a trip somewhere that I have never been...
Then I'm going to invite you. That's different.
It's not different. It's literally the same thing. If you going on a trip with your friends and y'all going to...
Barcelona.
That's extreme. Absolutely not. That's the States. If you going on a trip with your friends and y'all going to...
Hawaii.
No, I've been.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of places you've been. You've traveled way more than me. So a lot of places I might go with my friends, you already been.
Let me think of a place.
Go ahead.
You went to Miami without me?
Yeah, that was for my fraternity thing.
Exactly. I wouldn't tag on to that because that's your fraternity.
Yeah, but you could have came also.
That's your fraternity.
I think you was at no. Oh no, that was during the summer. Yeah, that was the end of the summer, right before
school
started.
That's your fraternity. I'm not tagging on to that because you're gonna be with your bros. But again, let me fit.
Come on, Miss. Come on, Miss. Scenario.
She with your friends. So you're going on a trip. With your friends. And y'all are going to Pennsylvania. I've never been there.
What is in Pittsburgh? We're going to Pittsburgh or Philadelphia?
No, you're just going to Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh or Philadelphia?
You're just going to Pennsylvania.
Two main places I know it.
So you're going on a trip with your friends to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to stay here?
Yes.
You're an idiot.
How am I an idiot?
Because you're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
How do you think?
One of the greatest actors.
If you know the movie, comment down below. Because we're not going to say, if you know the movie, comment down below. But if you're going to Pennsylvania, you think I'm going to stay here with your friends? And it's a mixed crowd? And it's not fraternity related. It's not work related. It's just you and your friends, male and female.
Yes, and you know you will stay and be okay with chilling too. You putting on the front.
You're putting on the front because you are acting as though we don't go.
We go everywhere together.
We do. So why would I not go to Pennsylvania?
Together. This is a trip that does
and I'm free because you said earlier. You said earlier about the Arizona thing.
I was free.
And I'm free.
It was
I'm free. If you go to Pennsylvania, I'm free.
Well, all the PTO you got saved up.
And I work from home, so I can take my computer.
Let me tell you, please. The amount of PTO she got, she could take 2 months off and still have PTO left.
That's not true.
Yeah, yes, it is.
That's not true.
It's true, y'all. But back to yes, it will be.
So you're free. When I was going to Arizona, you was coming.
Because it was the summer. Right?
The season doesn't matter for me. The season doesn't matter.
That's your job. Mine does.
I didn't. Okay. The season doesn't matter. All right. I'm free when you're trying to go to Pennsylvania with your friend. Mm-hmm. Why would I not? Why would you not want me to go? Why would I not go?
Because this is just us. And if I'm already going, we had already talked about it that you wasn't going and you was all right with it. That's why I'm going.
No, that's a conversation that we'll never have.
That is not true.
No. That's a conversation I would not agree to.
She putting on for y'all today. Listeners, YouTube watchers.
That is not a conversation I would agree to. If you're going somewhere and I'm okay with that, you would. I'm sitting here telling you right now I'm not okay with that. So that's not something that would happen.
Let's agree to disagree.
No, we have to discuss this.
We are. Yeah, I'm agreeing to this.
No, you was putting it to bed.
I was trying to.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why not?
Okay.
All right. Give me another scenario.
How you know I'm about to do it?
Because I already know you my wife.
Because I don't understand the fact that you gonna leave me. I don't understand how that works.
You left me.
When did I leave you?
December.
With my parents.
It don't matter. You left me.
My parents.
It don't matter.
We talking about friend groups. That's what we're talking about.
Your mom's your friend.
Jeez.
Your dad's your friend.
Yes. But we're talking about friend groups. That's different. And y'all, this is how I know he put on because he not about to schedule something and go somewhere without me going. Like, he really not.
I don't have friends like that we talk about traveling and going places either. Just be real. we can just be man.
So how many of you have ever come up with the idea, okay, let's do a big old group and let's go travel somewhere?
Yes.
And right when it's time to get ready to pay or right when it's time to get ready to finalize all the logistics, they back it out.
Back it out.
See, that's why
we don't do it though. Honestly, truthfully, us seeing that's why we really don't do the big trip thing. Like,
but I think the question is not about
especially if
it's about if it's acceptable or not to go on that trip.
No, I'm saying like I would just talk about the whole group friend trip thing. That's why we don't do that part. But at the go on a trip, like if it was a mixture of y'all, go.
I just don't understand why you want to leave me though, for real. I don't want to leave you.
The heart grows fonder when we're apart. It makes us want to be like, you know what? I want to take a trip with my baby now. Go on a vacation. Do you agree?
No, go on a friendcation.
Friends.
How many years?
Friends. Ones you can depend on. Friends.
You in a dancing mood today, huh?
A little bit.
You in a good mood today?
I think I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did you sleep?
Like a baby. I feel like.
Oh, good.
It's a good thing. Jesus.
I fell asleep on you. I was not feeling the best.
At all.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was terrible.
Was I snoring? Don't put me on blast like that in front of people.
But, all right. So, can we agree to disagree?
I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree because the way you trying to leave me.
But, okay, is that... So, with us being on a different page.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
You talking about period?
Yeah, like even with this conversation just now, us being on different pages, like is that good or bad in a relationship?
Having different perspectives? I don't think so. I think it brings about communication. I think it brings about just good conversation and good healthy debate.
Yeah.
When you don't always have to agree on something, because you never gonna be a yes man.
No.
Like ever. And I'm never gonna be that either. No. And so having different opinions, I think, helps strengthen our bond.
I think that's a problem of mine. It's always playing devil advocate in some
I
conversations.
like that sometimes.
People be looking at me like,
I'm like that sometimes.
bro, are you serious? You don't even,
because you're able to see it both ways.
Yeah.
And so
Been like that forever though.
Yeah. I'm like that when it comes to work, I think. I'm sometimes playing like devil's advocate. But yeah, I get it. I get it though.
Okay, so being on different pages,
Yeah.
in terms of perspective and different point of views, not bad.
Hmm.
What about, is it bad if it's dealing with something serious or something major in the relationship? Like, hey, I think we should do this, or you be like, nah, I don't see that in that type of relationship.
I think that's a good question. So I was talking to someone and they want to have kids and their significant other don't.
Mm.
Right? Because that's been on two different pages.
That's bad.
And I think
big topic there.
I think you should not have to compromise what your core wants, like your inner core truly wants for itself, compared to, in order to make somebody else feel better or to appease them. Like, I think that's something you shouldn't have to settle for. And that's on a more extreme topic though, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's a more extreme case. However, I feel though that if two people are on different pages and having different perspectives, different point of views, different opinions, I think it's healthy to try to get each other to see a different point of view, opposed to always being stuck in your own personal mindset. Because I think it kind of helps broaden your thought process too. But yeah, I think it's okay. But I think if it's something major, I think that's a conversation that should be had in the beginning of any type of relationship before it goes further. And then your feelings get completely involved and then you get super hurt if you guys are not aligned. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. In that aspect,
Yeah, on the extreme
on the
side.
extreme side, yes. On the not so extreme side, nah, it's all right to be on different pages.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you could still work on your goals. I could work on my goals, and we could work and still meet at the top together. Still support and finding ways to support each other in that meantime to grow together, to build it up. Setting the foundation like, hey, it's okay if you go do X, Y, Z.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay doing X, Y, Z. We still come together at the end of the day. We still building this relationship up the right way, a healthy way. Then yes, but other than besides being on the extreme cases, like you said, kids,
Or even marriage, or even living together.
Yep, I was going to say living together. The
finances.
Finances. You have to be on the same page about those. I'm a big firm believer of that. Even in past relationships, if you were in a past relationship and it didn't work right, one, you have to figure out how you can not bring what happened in your past relationship to
the new one.
Yeah. But being on two different pages,
I think that's okay. Like I said, I think it helps strengthen your communication. It helps broaden your mindset and your thought process on different topics.
And life, just life in general.
Yeah. Yeah, so I totally agree with that. But you did bring something up, though, about bringing in your past trauma to your new relationship. I think it's inevitable.
I don't think
that it happens. However, I think you shouldn't fault that new relationship for somebody else's past experiences that happened to you. Because I think everybody have trauma.
Okay.
I say everybody, but probably not. but everyone has had some type of life experience that, was unexpected or anything like that. And so having a new relationship, of course, things are going to be in the back of your mind. Oh, well, this happened to me last time. So you're guarding your heart, right? You're guarding your heart, you're guarding your feelings, but you shouldn't bring that onto your new person, because they might not treat you that same way. They might treat you better, but still you have that same, I guess, fear in the back of your head that it's going to happen. And so you have a guard up, you have a wall up. And I don't know, I just think sometimes it's inevitable to bring that in because you still carry that with you. I mean, unless you go to therapy, and you're actively working through that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I think it's inevitable, but I think it shouldn't. Like, if I have past trauma, I shouldn't put that on you.
I don't think it should be brought into the relationship at all. You have to figure out and learn from those past traumas. That's my thing. Like,
but what if you don't know how?
You need to don't go get in a relationship until you figure it out.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. That's my point of view. You got too many people who have a bad experience.
Yeah.
Get out that relationship and jump right back into another one.
True.
And then
they don't even have time, like you said.
You don't have time to process. Mm-hmm. You don't have time to grieve. You don't have time to grow. You don't have time to figure out what really went on.
Yeah.
You don't have time for you. You don't have time for yourself for you to take accountability for your part in it, because it's a two-way. To me, it's always a two-way street. The person could have did you wrong, but what did you contribute for that person to feel like they could do that also?
But you say jump into a relationship. What if there's a long time span, but that hurt is still with that person?
Then you need to continue to live by yourself until that hurt is gone. Because I'm not a firm believer of
hurt that's gonna still be forever.
Yes, it is.
But that's my trauma. You have trauma.
Yes, but
and we're here.
This is what I'm saying.
Trauma is trauma.
Trauma is trauma, but I'm talking about relationship trauma. I'm not talking about personalized trauma where, we lost people or we went through something, not in a relationship, but we went through something that has affected us mentally.
Okay.
I'm talking about trauma in relationships.
Because that was my thought process. The trauma, period, and bringing that on into your relationship. Because, like I said, everybody go through trauma, so it's inevitable. Yeah. Like, I have trauma, you have trauma. Yeah. And we're here. Yeah. And we give each other space to work that out. Yeah. So I think
I was talking. When I was talking about trauma,
got cheated on, and now I'm thinking you're gonna cheat on me all the time.
Yeah, or
relationship hurt.
Relationship hurt, not personalized individual trauma. Like, something bad, super bad happened to you personally, or again, you kind of dealing with regret on a decision you made individually. I'm talking about relationship wise. Okay. Because I do agree with you that the whole trauma situation, it lives with us forever. Yeah. And unless we talk about it, we figured out how to give each other space or to show each other love when those traumas arise, right? But relationship wise, I don't think you brought anything with you. Yeah. I don't feel like I brought anything with me.
But I think that's a personality thing too, though, because in a relationship, like, the Scorpio me, I don't care.
That's true.
Like, I could forget you very easily. I can cut somebody off very easily.
Me too.
The Scorpio in me, yes. The Cancer in him, y'all are emotional beings. Well, Scorpios are too. Like, this water sign thing, we can be emotional creatures.
Yes, but as far as relationships, you do me wrong. Yeah. I'm not worried about you no more. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah. I'll let you boy.
And so I think it depends on the type of hurt too. Yeah. It depends on the type of hurt, how deeply rooted that was, how long. But like you said, I do think you shouldn't leave one relationship just because it ended poorly and hop right into the next one because you didn't process
You didn't learn from it.
You didn't learn from it. But of course, you have people who are like that. You have people who are very codependent.
Yeah, that's.
And so,
Oof.
yeah, like, oh, I need to have someone in my life. I need to have a significant other. Because first of all, I don't think happiness is external. I think happiness is intrinsic. And so my happiness is not contingent on Tim. Tim's happiness is not contingent on me. He's going to be happy whether I'm here or not. And so when I say happiness is intrinsic, like that codependency type of thing, like you gotta search for your happiness inside. You gotta figure out what makes you happy. You gotta figure out what drives you, what attributes to your well-being as a whole individual, right? And so when I think of going relationship to relationship, that trauma, that relationship hurt, that's gonna always be there because they're not learning from nothing. They're not learning.
You go repeat the cycle.
True. And so, but what if you had that time to process? So you've been hurt. You've went through 5 years of trying to work on yourself. But soon as you get into But soon as you get into another relationship, those fears kind of come back up because it's like you're triggered.
But okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, I'm with somebody else. I've been working on this. And that person could do one thing that triggers you into thinking into your past. But I think that's when maturity comes in.
Okay, I was going there.
Go ahead.
That's exactly what I was going to be like. You have to be mature enough to know that, hey, everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
I have to give this new person the benefit of the doubt, regardless of my past trauma.
Agreed.
Like, if you don't give that person the benefit of the doubt, you're going to still relive that same trauma. Mm-hmm. You're going to bring up those old feelings, those old thoughts, everything you dealt with, and you're going to start putting that on that person, male or female, either way.
Yeah.
And then that person is going to either look at you and be like, hey, what's going on? We need to sit down and talk about this. Or, hey, I'm not dealing with this.
And I'm out of here.
Go figure out what you need to work on.
Yeah.
And now you back looking at yourself, square one, like,
what happened?
What happened?
I think you're doing a disservice to your heart if you put what happened in your past on this new person.
I agree.
You're gonna miss out on your husband or your wife.
I think a lot of people have. I think a lot of people, and I'm just talking in general, to see a lot of men in our age still single. Yeah. A lot of women our age still single. And that could be by choice. Don't get me wrong. It could be completely by choice. They're like, I'm not just dealing with it no more. X, Y, and Z. That could be completely by choice. But I think they overlooked or decided not to try to fix something. Not fix, because you can't fix nobody. Mm-hmm. Try to help build and help that person deal with something that they were like, I don't want to deal with, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like, okay, so you're saying someone got into a relationship.
Could have been a one. They could be perfect together. Mm-hmm. But because of a past trauma, something was triggered. Yeah. And they scapegoated it from that. Mm-hmm. A small incident, like just over there talking to another young lady or something like that. Mm-hmm. Instant trigger. You over there cheating. You've been cheating. X, Y, and Z.
That could have been a whole picnic plan, and he trying to plan something for you.
That it could be just the person just was like just speaking, like it could old friend or co-worker, high school. Mm-hmm. You don't know. Yeah. Things of that nature. Like you have to be okay with like we learned early in our relationship. You had male friends, I had female friends, right? That we would talk to and have conversations with, not like go out and do different things with. Yeah. Like we talk to them, we see them, we around them, things like that. Like we learned early on. Again, before we got together, you had male friends, I had female friends. Yeah. We had to be okay. We had to learn to be okay with, okay,
this person has a whole life before me. Like, how you gonna shut that down?
Right. Mm-hmm. Like, they know people before you. I knew people before her. She knew people before me. It's going to rise. People are going to run into each other. They're going to, even nowadays, like, we run into random people all the time, and you just got to be like, okay, they just having a conversation. Like, he may have seen something or whatever, and it's not nothing big. And she always working anyway. So if she talking to somebody, it got to be about work anyway, because she stay working. It like she don't shut her brain off.
Today is Sunday, and I worked yesterday. I worked like 3 Saturdays in a row. Like, your girl is tired.
What are you doing?
I'm getting this money for you.
You need a vacation.
I'm your sugar mama. Okay. We had a conversation the other day.
All right, go ahead. Who is talking?
No, not us. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay.
There was a conversation in like some of my colleagues.
All right.
In a group, and it was about money.
Okay, money.
And who's the breadwinner? Right? Female. I mean the wife or the husband are one over the other. And it was because they had watched one of our podcasts.
Okay.
When we was talking about, I think, the house situation. We'll link it down below if you haven't seen it, or we'll pin it somewhere up here.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I make a good amount of money.
Yeah.
But Tim checks sometimes they hit more than mine. And so it was like we what and what sometimes.
Yes.
Because I'm like, when that overtime you hit,
it be hit.
Because I'm salaried. So it's even kill. Okay, for my check. Same check.
But at the same time.
But it's like you got to be okay with.
At one point, again, and we talked about this. At one point, you was making way more money than me. Mm-hmm. Like, by a landslide. Like, wasn't even close. And it didn't bother me. Mm-hmm. For some men, that will bother them. That their significant other is making more than them.
If it's going to the same household, it don't matter who's on top. It's all going to one.
If you are one, if y'all talk as one, y'all act as one, if y'all communicate as one, it wouldn't even. Your ego shouldn't be bruised, because at the end of the day, you should be able to be like, all right, babe, hey, what we doing? Because it's going into one pot anyway. But if your relationship dynamic is to where, your money over here, my money over here, but we put money in right here, and you go start feeling some type of way sometime, because you could be like, damn, her pot bigger than mine's over here, and she could just up and leave, and like, dog, that shouldn't even up and leaving should be nowhere in your mind, especially y'all in it for the long haul. 2, like, get with yourself and find out, why do you feel like that your pride hurt that your girl made more money than you. Block it. That's the T.
Period.
Like,
and then so we get a little deep.
All right.
So there was a point in time when I didn't work for a whole year. And when I say my husband took care of all things, the bills, the insurance, the car notes, the groceries, I didn't work for 1 year. I mean, depression is real. If you've never experienced it, then you shouldn't comment on it because it's real. And so when I tell you that my husband held it down for a whole year.
But that's what we in it for, though.
My husband held it down for a whole year. And so you have to be secure in your relationship, knowing, hey, this is thick and thin. This is better for worse.
And that time frame also, we took on a child too.
We did. So y'all, Tim has this thing. He has the biggest heart, and it's literally it's a blessing and a curse. He has such a big heart, and I'm like, your big heart is going to be your downfall, because you want to give to so many. And I love that about you. Truly. I think that's a great quality.
But there's a but.
I don't know if there's a but. That's a good quality. Mm-hmm. But I have to let him know, like,
it's all right. Yeah. Not do it.
Yeah, but at that time we did. We took on someone in our household, and so that was an extra mouth to feed, and I'm not working, but you held it down.
And we ate good every day.
We did. I mean, they had a cooked meal every day. The house was clean every day.
But so, I mean, you still was working. You just wasn't financially contributing. So it's not like you was doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You took care of us. You took care of us, period. Like, cook food, made sure our clothes was clean and washed and everything. And, you know, if we needed to, if he needed to sit down and talk to you and get some motherly advice, you gave it to him.
Yeah.
We still had our normal, regular conversations, life conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't nothing too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. True. It wasn't bad at all. That was an experience. That was an experience for sure. And so I say all that to say that, again, just because somebody make more or somebody make less, if it's all coming to one household, like Tim said earlier, if you communicate as one, act as one, be as one, it should make a difference who make the most bread in the house.
But again, I wonder why. And I probably want to get more men.
Ego.
I want to have a big conversation with men about that type of situation. Like, and I'm not talking about little boys that call themselves men. I'm talking about like
grown men who handle their responsibilities
and get their take on it. Excuse me, Lambert. My bad, y'all. Hey, we keep it natural here. But hey, trauma is wicked.
Yeah. Trauma is get back to the original thing, trauma. Yeah, we going into tangent.
Hey, nah, we just go start
this
talking. This our like normal conversation too, though.
Intersects with all the topics that we've talked about. It all intertwined.
Being on the same page, trauma.
Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna have trauma if you ever think you're going on a trip and you leaving me here. Trauma. New fear unlocked.
New fear unlocked? Well, activated. I'm going on the trip. Fellas, where we going?
Why ladies? Yeah, this is supposed to be a mix.
Let's go. Where we going? All my friends, co-workers, people that I went to college and high school with. Let's go take a trip. Let's go. And we're leaving our significant others at home, if you have one.
But what if they not?
Don't get divorced.
But what if they not?
Then you coming.
But what if everybody don't bring their significant other? Then what happens?
Then hey.
Then hey, what?
I'm gonna have fun. I don't care what nobody else do.
You know what? We're gonna have to agree to disagree because you're about to piss me out.
That was my point. Hope the bear. Shout out to your lock-anniversary.
Oh, where did the flakes? Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe y'all like what? I can't even get it all in the brain. Look, this where my hand is. What? And like it's pulled up. So
black round. It's tiny.
And these are micro locks. So yeah.
Shout out to Kia.
Shout out to Kia. And so Lock by Kia did my install. Mm-hmm. And Aisha maintains my locks.
And Aisha, shout out to y'all.
Yeah, them. Hey, cousins.
Lord. Yo, let me tell you something. So we're going to talk about this lock journey she on now. All right?
Okay.
For years, I've been telling her, lock your hair. I don't know. I changed my hair. I might not like it. I'm like, if you don't like it, do what you always do. Cut your hair off. Start over. Your hair grows fast. It grows naturally. It's beautiful. Yo, years. Before locks, my baby would change her hair like she changed her underwear.
I do my hair by myself. I mean, like I would create my own wigs. I would do my own braids, my own twists. I do my own hair.
Yeah, about 2 years into our relationship, yeah, you started doing your own hair. You're like, man, I stop wasting this money and do it myself.
Yeah, and I went natural, and I started doing my hair.
So you was natural for a long time, and when you went natural, I was like, just lock it. No, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yeah, I was because micro locks when we first started, I don't think that was a thing.
13
It was like just the traditional locks. And I'm like, okay, I don't want the traditional locks. I don't want the palm rolling.
Oh yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah, and so when I first seen micro locks and what that's like, I'm like,
that might be an idea.
That might be an idea. And it was in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna get him. He like, no, you're not. And I didn't.
Hey, no, you're not. Because I've been trying to tell you to do something like that for a while.
It's the most convenient thing.
Guess who got him now?
She did it earlier. So he was right on one thing. Oh, wow, Tim was right once. Woo-hoo. But
not the but.
But
Rika always right. Tim won.
Good score. Left me hanging.
I'm trying to play me.
Yeah, for our audio listeners, I tried to give him a dap and he left me hanging. Like, give me a high five. He ignored it.
Not doing that with you. You are out. What? Play me. You always trying to play me, son.
I'm trying to play you.
I ain't no flunky in these streets.
I hope not. That is unattractive. That is unattractive. Y'all, so us women, we talk a lot of game.
All right.
But when our men put us in place, we really like that. But don't get carried away.
Carried away. I'll carry you away.
Like we really like that. Like if we ramming off at the mouth and we like literally just talking stuff. Yeah.
In a respectful way.
Like grab me by my neck, pull me to the wall, and be like, shut up. Ooh,
stop.
No, okay.
Stop lying. You gonna be ready to swing back, you little loony.
Well, it depends.
No.
Well, of course, Tim has never put his hands on me. I'm really exaggerating.
Thank you.
However, but when he like saying it with his chest.
Tired of hearing it.
Sometimes, like I said, don't get carried away though, because you know your girl go from 0 to 100 real quick. But that 1%, I like it.
You like it? I love it.
Yeah.
I want some more of it.
And you know what else I come to find out that? Okay, that's gonna be another episode.
We're gonna say that one?
Yeah, we're gonna say that one. Let's be another episode. So make sure y'all tune in next week for.
So
yeah,
let us know. Let us know, fellas, ladies. Would you go on a mixed trip
leave
without your significant other? I know I would.
I cannot stand you.
Let us know about, how you feel about bringing past trauma relationships.
Relationship trauma.
Because, you deal with life stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But then bringing a relationship trauma into new trauma. Holding on to that trauma, like this happened in my past relationship. So, when something goes wrong in your new relationship, you be like, this already happened. I did it. No.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Comment down below.
Let us know. I don't think it should. Give yourself some time. Understand yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And in a relationship, being on the same page isn't bad. Or do you think it is? And not being on the same page.
Being on 2 different pages?
Being on two different pages in a relationship.
It's not bad.
It's not bad to us. But to y'all, it may be bad. So
if we always agreed on something, that would be boring.
That would be terrible.
It's like what we having thoughtful conversation about then are healthy debates about. Like I want to see your different perspective. Like make me think.
Right.
So okay, comment down below what y'all think about that.
Let us know.
Yeah.
That'll be episode 10, ladies and gentlemen.
No, fine. Oh my gosh, double digits. So I can't do with you.
Okay.
So yes, that has been episode 10. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all.
Remember to comment, like, share, subscribe, all the things.
Yep.
And remember to tell your friends,
your family, and a stranger
to tune into Let's Get Into This Podcast. See y'all next time. Ba-da-ba-da. Yeah, so I'm about to go call some people. We going on a trip. Baby, you ain't going nowhere. Ow. See if you gonna have your documentation. I'm gonna have everything.